From the office of Paul Wong, legal representative. In this video series, the corporate bridger documents the lame excuses and weaknesses of a typical broker intermediary in marketplace negotiations for fuel trading. Fuel trading is a specialized field. The buyer prospect comes to the corporate bridger and possibly the holder of seller mandateship. The buyer wants fuel, however the buyer cannot dictate the seller and banking protocols. The buyer must ensure having the capacity to undertake the transactions and earmark irrevocably to the spot lift and contract lift. The seller is the refinery source and titleholder to the physical product, the petroleum derivatives that the buyer is in need of. Either the buyer accepts the seller procedures with mutually agreed terms, or the buyer can take their procurement needs elsewhere. Our company do not want to do the buyer's business. It is a common trend that the exit buyer is never brought to surface in marketplace negotiations. The reasons are always either the buyer mandate has been designated to do so, or the exit buyer is busy, etc., etc. In this specialized field, the exit buyer, being the holder of funds, must surface during the marketplace negotiations. Nothing beats the eye watching the reactions of the real buyer during negotiations. More importantly, we do not want to waste time with mandates acting as lamp post carriers of information during pertinent negotiations. On the seller's side, we have KPIs to follow. Let us take a step-by-step understanding of the process from the very beginning. Everything starts from a social platform when all relevant parties get into a marketplace negotiation. Just like a wet kitchen, it gets messy when one is disemboweling a whole chicken, taking out the insides and with water splashing from the kitchen tap to clean up the chicken. Taking it to the next level, the social platform is taken over by the business platform. Putting aside all marketplace sentiments, let us get the priorities right. The marketplace is an interaction of all traders with or without the real exit buyer. At the end of the day, it is truly a place to do the maths, what's in it for me. When that happens, all migraines or headaches break loose. The corporate bridger always undertakes a cautious step-by-step route to all this. 1. The buyer mandate must issue a proper LOI. 2. Seller procedures must be strictly adhered to. On your request, the corporate bridger will easily refurnish you with one. 3. The broker intermediary buyer mandate must ask the real buyer, can he accept and follow our seller procedures, if not why? It is pointless to counter the corporate bridger's submissions with alternative procedures. This is the stereotype trader response in the marketplace these days. Their mindset is shut. When you ask them whether they understand what is being given, they say, yes. When asked whether the buyer will endorse on our template, their answers are, yes. But consequently, the templates are returned to the corporate bridger with a different recipe. 4. The corporate bridger is the petroleum products trade facilitator. The main instrument to cover the whole exercise is the transferable letter of credit or transferable SBL CMT 760, the instrument proper for protection of importers and exporters in international trade. A lecture on the banking protocols is unnecessary. No one in the right mind will not take precautions of all parties to such a transaction. To deviate or waive controls in seller and banking protocols only uncovers hidden motives or agendas in actions. Take note, when there is no LOI plus proper TLC, the business platform has not even commenced. It's like a tank full of Japanese koi fish swimming aimlessly around. For those buyers with unsubstantiated monies wanting to buy fuel with or without documents, let's keep it simple. They can park with their monies with a licensed money changer, who then can bring to our designated bank for the payment protocols. This might alleviate the questionable doubt on the source of origin of funds. In fact, all licensed money changers will not simply accept monies without authenticating the origin source of funds. Thanks for watching.